Love is an emotion that defines humanity, our ability to rejoice with those who rejoice, but also mourn with those who mourn. This emotion given to us by God, which compels us to work and create families and build up civilizations and allows us to worship God. Love is not only the fundamental building block of society, but it is why we hold the things we hold so dearly and why we do the things that we do. It is all out of love. So what if that vital and essential human emotion were to be exploited? That same old adage which is derived from love. What if that were your son or daughter? On both sides of this war, there are both mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, for which only the wealthy and those in leadership benefit. What if the enemy that we were fighting weaponized those sympathies against us? You might say that enemy wouldn't be human. Unlike in real wars happening today, whether they be Russians or Ukrainians, Israelis or Palestinians, where the commonality of humanity results in hopes of peace, the ultimate villains of Frieren are evil incarnate. They act like humans and even have the capacity for speech. They have needs and wants and desires, though what they lack is love. There is no other villain in anime I should think is more terrifying or poses a greater threat. This isn't like Tokyo Ghoul, where the ghouls consume humans out of necessity, since the demons do the same as well. But these demons deliberately choose evil because they actively want to engage in it. Upon the proper introduction of this species, this anime allows no room for sympathy or for the demons to be considered as things to be sympathized with. The only reason why they even learn to speak is for the sole purpose of deception. There's no sob story about why they're evil now. These demons are simply evil. The first introduction to Qual, the Elder Sage of Corruption, hashes out the same tropes for these monsters, overly powerful, being able to kill many, and their offensive magic being so utterly cruel with its capacity for a great level of human suffering, so no surprises there. It's upon our second introduction and further explanation of what these demons actually are, where we, the audience, actually get a sense of how bad these things can be. When Frieren asks, "Do you know why demons learn to speak the same language as humans?" Oh my goodness, there is nothing that could possibly make these villains any better. The demon child emerging from the forest, surrounded by a hostile crowd around her, incites upon us a sense of love. This is a child, and we as humans should be sympathetic for this poor kid who's simply misunderstood. A child who naturally calls out for a mother just like any other human child would. It is only later, after days of interacting and living with the humans and scheming, that we realize how messed up these demons are. This monster deliberately performed in a manner that exploited that first human instinct of love and sympathy towards a child. This demon went through the motions and then decided to pull this sick joke in which she got a replacement child for the original girl she killed. These are truly evil things, and it's not out of some biological impulse, but rather these demons willingly seek to deceive humans for their own ends. It's no wonder that Frieren hates this species so much. Hate is certainly a strong word, but aggregating all of the definitions of hate together helps paint a picture as to why this is such an appropriate emotion. The feeling of intense aversion to something, to fully reject it, or to strongly dislike. This is another aspect as to why this anime is a Christian anime. It's because its main character hates what is evil. The first bit of Hebrews 1 talks about how God despises wickedness, as does Paul in Romans 12, verse 9, where we are encouraged to hate what is evil and cling to what is good. In Proverbs 8, verse 13, we're told that a part of Christian living is having fear of God, which involves hating what is evil. Not to mention a couple of Psalms where God is said to hate those who are wicked. In our very secular, wishy-washy culture, hate is something which is rejected by many. Love is something that all of us wish to hold on to, but in our embrace of everything that is good, love also involves a rejection of everything which is evil. Further in the anime, we see how prideful and boastful the demons are and how they're very comfortable in flaunting how powerful they are. Yet, this is contrasted by the humility of Frieren. Not wishing to be written in the history books or making herself known whenever people explain to her human history that she's already experienced. Frieren humbles herself down in order to fight against the demons for which their pride is their downfall. Their looking down on Frieren, Fern, and Stark is weaponized against them. The demons don't play fair in the evil for which they exhibit, but it is in this that Frieren shows her love. Love for the people who don't even recognize the efforts she's gone to in order to protect them. Love for her apprentices by showing them to grow and fight for themselves rather than coddling them. Love in her hatred of everything which is evil. These demons are certainly the best villains I've seen in anime for embracing so much evil. Though, while they are impressive, Frieren is able to overcome evil with her love. It is in this that I am even more confident in my endorsement that Frieren Beyond Journey's End is a Christian anime. Some of today's script is dependent on this article by John Piper, which I've linked below. It supports the notion that it is okay to hate Satan, a question that I've been pondering for a bit, considering that Satan is still a created being, and I was thinking if we should hate an entity that was created by God. However, Mr. Piper's article did help me in my worries. If you are interested in other Christian anime, I did do a video on Saint Cecilia and Pastor Lawrence.